Hi, I'm Denisa, and I'm here with the fan carpet at the Moe British Independent Film Awards. Stay with us, as tonight we will be interviewing on the red carpet the nominees of the ceremony awards and later on the winners. Probably the question of the evening. Are you excited about tonight?
Of course, very excited. Yeah, I've never been here before, and it's my first film, so I've got that kind of bring it on.
But that's a good rush, isn't it?
Yes, of course. Yeah.
Really excited, really nervous, really excited.
I'm nominated. I'm very thrilled to be nominated. I can't ask for much more than that, and actually just turning up and being here and being nominated for a BIFA is a real honour.
We've just had a wonderful experience, and for me it feels amazing to be here with my best friend and to have gone through this experience with her, so we're really chuffed. It's great.
I am, yes. No, it's very exciting.
You guys have quite a few nominations.
We do. We have across 3 films, which were very, it was a busy year last year, so it feels nice to not have such a busy year this year. But yes, we've got Macbeth nominated in a number of categories, and then also the director of Slow West is nominated for debut director, and also young Milo Parker for his role in Mr. Holmes. So 3 of our films.
Yeah, I'm presenting, so I feel, I'm very excited, very honoured to be asked. But I love The Lobster. I'm sure lots of people have said that. Just, it was such a unique, crazy, out there movie. And that's what independent films are all about, it's like they get the opportunity to sort of challenge cinema a little bit.
Very excited, yes, lots of nominations, but yeah.
Is it your first BIFA nomination?
No, I've been here twice before, so once for Hunger and once for X plus Y, yeah.
I've been coming here since the awards started in 1998 or 99 when Lock Stock won best feature, and I presented an award to Ken Loach then, a Lifetime Achievement Award, which was a bit premature because he's made at least half a dozen fantastic films since then. So I've come in I've won. I'm grateful to say that I've won 2 awards here, been nominated 3 times. So they're a very, very important thing for me, the BIFAs of British Independent Films, because I do British Independent Films. That's where that's what I do for a living.
Oh wow! I mean, I've met them all, and they're such amazing people. I feel honoured to be next to amazing actors. Yeah.
Well, I think that it's just marvellous not to have to be told what to do by some huge person sitting in an office, and I just think that everybody has more individual opportunity, and young people who perhaps haven't been in films before, I think it's wonderful. And I always am attracted to independent films. The minute I know that they are, often they're more daring and more unexpected, so long may they last, I think.
What was the most challenging thing about the development of the film?
Just getting the script right first. I knew I had Michael Fassbender on board, and he's not going to. He was on board before I started writing the script, but he's not going to do any old script. So it was my first script. So it was really a challenge to really work that script up to something that's as good as a lot of his other offers that he was getting, which is, major Hollywood. So that really pushed me to really concentrate on making a great script. And then once you've got that, then it was much more relaxing and fun to shoot it, really.
It's lovely. What was it like? It was very easy. It was very laid back, Yorgos. Did you get to speak with him at all?
No.
He's lovely, man. You should, even without these things around. Just go and speak to him.
Hang out.
Yeah, he's very pleasant, and he's a little bit odd, but not discomfortingly so. The vibe on the set was really easy. It was really lovely. There was a few good belly laughs through it. Some of it is absurdly funny, and we moved along very quick because we had a limited amount of time, and the budget was relatively small for how the film looks like, for the scope of the film. A lot of that was to do with the topography where we were shooting, so beautiful. It was nice by the time. It was easy packed.
I mean, there were so many aspects of it that was really challenging. I don't know, there was a lot of meditation on grief in it, and at the time when I was filming it, I'd never experienced anything like that, so I guess I had to kind of talk to a lot of people that have maybe experienced that side of grief and kind of understand that a little bit better, so that was quite difficult. And there's a lot of sex and nudity in the film, which obviously is challenging for anyone, but yeah, we just got into it. Yeah, no, the first time you get it out of the way, it's obviously a little bit weird. You know, you're simulating sex with a stranger when, you know, if you're on the tube and someone touched your leg, you'd freak out. So obviously it's weird, but I was so, you know, I trusted the boys and I trusted Iain and Fiona, who I worked with really closely. So it actually ended up being really liberating and the funnest scenes, actually.
Yeah, I think forming a meaningful relationship in a very short amount of time was the challenge, especially when Saoirse in the film had just had such a meaningful relationship with somebody else. I think swooping in and trying to make something matter very quickly with no physical intimacy, with no pressure, was actually very pressurized. So I found that difficult, but that was kind of the joy of it too, you know.
Amazing. A lot of pressure, then also I think I was lucky because I got the fun princess. If I was, Sarah Gadden was amazing as Elizabeth, but I would have wanted to take that on because that's incredibly serious, and all I had to do was kind of drink lots of champagne and fall over tables, and it was like really fun to be comedic in that way, especially coming off a movie like Diary, which was so intense. Yeah.
Would you say that was the biggest difference in between them?
Yeah, I think that they're just like incredibly different genres. I mean, it's both portraying young teenage women, but in a different way.
Between the two?
I couldn't choose between the two. I feel very, very lucky and very honoured to have been able to do both, and I just want to continue to do both all the time.
Do you want to add some more diversity to it?
I think that is diverse, right?
Add.
Oh yeah, do something. Maybe next I'll do like a horror movie or something.
The weather was the most challenging. Well, it was so rainy and windy. There was just no new angle for rain to hit us while we were shooting. It was like coming at every single angle. So that was so the endurance of everybody and everyone's spirits remaining high. But I have to say, it was Michael Fassbender and Marion Cotillard and how they grabbed the opportunity of playing those roles and also sort of embraced the difficulty of the shoot that made everyone follow them. And so I think when you have actors that are that strong and that passionate about their work, then everyone else follows suit.
Honestly, I think just the process of getting a film made from your mind through all the courses of production and all of the kind of compromises you make along the way is the challenge. So just finishing making a movie, I'm really pleased I got it finished and it's been out in the cinemas last week, and there's lots of a challenge every single day with a film. So yeah.
Well, what was so lovely about they're extremely talented actors and really connected with Charlie's wonderful script, so that goes away towards explaining how wonderful their performances are, but also the fact that it's in part inspired by our friendship, and Charlie very generously was on the shoot with us a lot of the time. We really sort of invited them into that dynamic by showing off in front of everybody all the time, so we tried to give them a bit of inspiration in that respect.
This documentary is really following the events as they unfold. It's not done through reconstructions or interviews. You're really following a story, and that is quite challenging. You can't really tell a whole city that's going through a spectacle. Can you stop and do that again? You know, you have to really preempt. You have to really engage with the reality and preempt. Yeah, that's challenging.
Well, I sort of came on as we were going into production, so it had a huge ambition for the budget that we had, so that was very challenging, and the weather was very challenging, and the where we were filming was challenging.
I don't really feel like there's a pressure to. I just feel like doing good work and putting my heart and soul into something. Like if I do that, then I can walk away and say I did my best. Yeah.
What would you say that would be different about this version of Macbeth? Because we had miniseries, we had plays. What would you say would be different about it?
I think what we've tried to do is really give those roles a grounding, a real anchor of why those two people do what they do. You don't necessarily have to agree with what they do, but at the same time there is a depth to their character. There's a reason behind why they were able to, I guess, step over into the dark side, and so that was really important. And also it was, oddly very important to just have the battle at the start. Normally every single adaptation of Macbeth starts with the battle already having been fought, but it was really important to have the battle, because the battle really defines why Macbeth does what he does.
It was shot in a mixture between sets in Pinewood Studios and then in a hotel and a private residence in Norway, which the production design team did brilliantly to make it all feel like the same place. So that's the genius of the production design team and of Alex, who really knows what he wants and is very open to the best suggestion in the room, but always has something phenomenal himself. So I think all of that goes down to Alex and who he picks to production design the whole thing. And yeah, I agree, it felt expansive but claustrophobic. It's a strange mix.
Well, I would hope that people would laugh watching it. That would be my number one hope. And actually, what was really lovely, a couple of screens we had, people said they texted people like their mum or people they cared about. And I think that was really lovely to find out. So yeah, I guess I'd like people to identify with the characters and I don't know, enjoy the sort of emotional journey it goes on. But yeah, it was the inspiration was just female friendship and platonic friendship and yeah, I guess based on that really, and sort of explain this very well. But yeah, it was based on lots of stuff that happened to both of us. So lots of stuff that happened to both of us has gone in sort of disguised mostly. We didn't crucify you at any point, neither of us, but that was Chanya's idea.
Even for a joke.
I think JJ is amazing. I was a fan of his work already, so it was very nice to work with him. Yeah, very nice to work with him.
What's up next for you?
We're shooting a film at the moment, a little sort of science fiction set in 1977 during with a group of punks who are trying to meet girls and stumble on a party, and rather than them being normal Croydon girls, actually they end up being aliens. So it's about... It's very different, yeah.
I'm about to do a movie with Elle Fanning. Haifa Al-Mansour is directing. It's about Mary Shelley and her sister Claire Claremont. Yeah.
And what is...
It's called A Storm in the Stars.
Cool. Is it out next year or?
We'll see. I don't know.
Okay.
I'm going to be working with a director called Corin Hardy next year, who's got a cool little project that he's going to be starting in March, I think, but I can't really say too much about it. And to be honest, I don't even know if I'm I think I am definitely doing it, but I think by saying this, I'm making him definitely make sure I'm doing it. Yeah.
I've got a bunch of films that I did this year that are coming out next year that weren't done in time for this, and I will be directing another movie next year. So hopefully you'll see me here next year as a nominee.
Is that a promise?
Yeah, I'll definitely be here, but I'll either be angry that I'm not nominated, or like I won't be able to talk to anyone because I'll be too scared.
I have various projects. I have a fiction project and I have a couple of documentary offers, and yeah, but
would you
nothing concrete yet.
Would you say documentaries would be your soft spot?
Yeah, I love documentaries. I've been making documentaries for 15 years, so it's my real passion and my vocation. And yet now I just want to concentrate on, doesn't matter if it's a documentary or fiction, it's just about the story that I want to tell.
Well, I have a comedy that's in the cutting room at the moment, and then I will be doing a book that we know very well for BBC.
I've just finished doing, I did a film called Geostorm, which was a movie I'd shot with Ed Harris and Andy Garcia and Gerard Butler. And then I've literally just finished doing a 6-part BBC drama directed by Stephen Polyakov. So we just finished doing that.
Up next year?
Out next year, both next year I think, yeah.
Oh, so many people. I mean, working with Wong Kar-wai would be amazing. I would love to work with him.
David Yates, an animal. He's wonderful to work with. He's a fantastic beast himself. He's just so clever and so kind, and my God, he's kind of brilliant, and he knows, he understands the world that Fantastic Beasts takes place in. Obviously, having done 4 Harry Potter films, I think it was 4, was it? But yeah, he's wonderful to work with, man. It's a huge undertaking for a filmmaker, and he's just so calm. And, yeah, I'm enjoying it.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to follow The Fan Carpet on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram, and we will have more for you next time.